Welcome to Conversations with My Real Friends. I'm Jennifer. I'm here with my friend Preston.
Good to see you again, Jennifer.
Hi, Preston. Nice
Hey.
to see you. So, Preston is a hard money lender. He works for Rose City Realty Finance. And today we're going to be talking about when a hard money loan can be useful in distress situations. When someone becomes incapacitated, they retire, maybe we have a loss of life. That's an opportunity sometimes to have a need to finance that traditional financing can't fill, correct?
Correct.
So how does that work, and where do hard money loans come into that?
Sure. Let's talk about the divorce option or
Yes.
the divorce scenario.
Yeah.
Which is happening. Life happens. You lose matriarchs, you lose patriarchs. And when, maybe let's say the second patriarch passes away and they have 4 children left behind, in many cases, the 4 children, one of them wants the home. 3 of them don't. They just want their share of the estate so they can be on their way. Mom has now been laid to rest, and what they will do is a loan may be made to mom's trust.
Yeah.
First benefit is that when the loan is made to the trust, there's no change in the grant deed.
Right.
So there's no reassessment.
Correct.
A loan is made to the home. The 3 children who may not want the home get their fair share. They're out of the way.
Right.
Part 2, in particular, because we live in the state of California, we have Prop 13. And one of the benefits to Prop 13, within limits, is that a loan can be made on the home, and mom or dad's tax basis from the 1940s to 1950s. Because in the first phase, we did not touch the title.
Right.
In the second phase, the child that still did not receive a share, who may still want the home because of the dear memories, can receive the home and still maintain, and in some cases get mom's tax basis from the 1940s, which if a house is worth $2 million, that should be a $20,000 or more tax bill per year, and they only paying $400 or $500 a year for property taxes. So that's a significant benefit.
Correct.
The second case is sad to say, but we have 5.8 million people living in the United States with dementia or some form of cognitive decline. And many times that person can't stay in the home anymore. So what we do is we pull them out of the house, or whoever's in charge of their care pulls them out of the house, places them in a different facility, but money is still needed for their care.
Right.
So the house is used as a source of care and collateral.
Right.
Loan is made. Maybe you're the trustee or the conservator in charge of their care. The money is then given to you so you can then pay for their care wherever they may be. So in many cases, hard money is the option if long-term care hasn't been prearranged years ago, or if there are no other liquid assets, or they just don't want to liquidate their Amazon stock to pay for mom's care. Hard money becomes an option.
And sometimes it's a better option than liquidating an asset, depending upon their circumstances.
Well, if I've been holding my Apple stock for the last 20 years, I may not be inclined to cash it in to pay for mom's care.
Correct.
Well, and I'm not alone in that sentiment.
The capital gains impacts too, right?
Absolutely.
So you got it. That's one of the things when people will call me and say, well, I want to do this for this one purpose, right? Maybe for property tax purposes or capital gains purposes. And I'll say, okay, well, we can do that, but understand there's all these other implications of these decisions. So making one decision can impact multiple, we're taxed in multiple ways.
Yes, we are.
Any change you make is going to have these layers of impact. And so looking at a specific deal, right? And for the consumer and for the lender, making sure both parties are getting a win-win.
Yes.
It's going to be how these deals get put together.
That's correct.
Perfect. So if someone wants to work with you, has a question, needs some help learning about financing options, how can they reach you?
Sure, they can reach out to me at www.rosecityrealtyinc.com.
Thank you for joining me, Preston.
No, thank you for the opportunity to be with you, Jennifer.
It was great.
That was great.
Thank you, too, for joining us for this episode of Conversations with My Real Friends. We'll see you on the next episode.